Hello everybody, welcome to the Sound Test Room. Today we are going to be taking a look at nodes and some of the cool things you can do to make lush ambient, kind of self-generating as well in part, tracks and projects and stuff. It's really great for this kind of thing because of a couple of the nodes it has. First thing that I'm going to do is tap on this little plus button here and add a note and chord node. And I'm going to look for module. I've got a couple of sounds that I want to use, but I wanted to show you how to set it up from scratch. Okay, so I'm going to open this up here, scroll down here to the Triton, and I'm looking for, I think it's called, there it is, Fresh Breath Choir. Right, okay, done deal. And I'm going to knock the level up because it's quite quiet. But for now, I'm just going to go in here and set this up for 4 bars. I'm going to leave the tempo on 100 BPM. I'm going to start with A, and I'm going to start with A minus 6. Okay, so, and I'm just going to press play on here so it's running. Okay, there we go, and it kind of loops back round. So I'm going to add in an effect. Now I'm looking for Baby Audio Crystalline, because I initially set this first part up earlier, so I'm going to increase the size of this, increase the width, increase the sparkle. I'm going to put reverse on and a bit of warp on there as well. Turn a bit of the old shimmer on, knock up the modulation, leave the resolution as it is, and just have a listen to how that sounds. So and I like this kind of how it starts again. Yeah, nice. So let's add a DDMF EQ. I'm going to knock up the gain. Okay. So I'm going to add another node now and another note and chord node. And this time I'm looking for SynthMaster 2 and a patch I have favorited. So if I go into browse, look for my favorites here. I think it's in a bass. I'll know when I say, oh, here we go. Down tempo sub. This is lovely. Right, so I already know what it sounds like, so I'm just going to set this up. So again, I'm going to start this on maybe A2, and I'm just going to leave it on note. So it's just going to be like a droning bass note. So you'll know what I mean as soon as you hear it. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. And again, I'm going to set this to 4 bars just for consistency's sake, but it'll probably work fine over 1 or 2. Let's see. Must remember to hit play on the node, so here we go. So it'll trigger again now. Right, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to fix this, so I'm going to increase the sustain. Beautiful. So you get the idea, right? So we could go in as well also, and I'm going to go into effects here and go to effects bus 1, switch on this reverb, turn up the modulation amount. I like this patch, this fresh breath patch is really nice. Mess around with the delay on that. You won't really hear it much, but it just adds something, you know. With nodes, when you're look, we can, if we press this, it'll just save that scene sort of thing. But what will happen is if I swap to a new scene now, what it will do is it'll swap it here as well, of course, but it will copy the scene exactly, so it's the same scene. So what we could do is go in now to our node, and I'm going to change this to G. Okay, so I'm going to leave it on G3. And I'm also going to go in here, of course, and change this to G. Where are we now? G2. So now if we go back to, we can always press this and save the scene, but you know, it'll save. So look now, this kind of thing, and we can set this to be automatically chained. So now we press scene 2 and it'll wait till this scene's finished. But this is a lovely chord change. Nice. Lovely. Okay. So another cool thing is whatever scene you're standing on while you're listening to it, right? If we go to scene 1, for example, and I now press scene 3, it will copy scene 1, okay? And if I go to scene 2 and press scene 4, it will copy scene 2 to scene 4. So if we were to look inside there now, this would be an A, or G, sorry, not an A, because we went from A to G. So now, like, going through the 4 scenes, it would just, well, be normal. Let's see. It will just sound the same because I haven't changed anything, right? So it'll change to a G. And then this will change back to A because we copied 1. Oh, hang on. Stop. I want this to be, let's go in here now and see what went wrong there. I want that to go back to A. And I want this to go to A2, just the nose, right? Okay, so, and then scene 4 should be, that's G, that's weird. I must have done something wrong. Doesn't matter, it's easy enough to fix, look. Hopefully that's right. Let's just check, shall we? Now this should be A, hopefully. Yeah, and now this should be go back to G. Okay. Of course, you can do this any way you like. So I'm going to go back to scene 2 and no, scene 3, sorry. Because I want the first 2 scenes just to be this and this. And then I'm going to add another node. And this is where it starts to get fun. So another cool node for this kind of stuff is the generative node. And whatever we choose here, let's just choose Chiang Mai from Korg. So Chiang. There we go, Chiang Mai. This is a really nice synth for kind of tinkly bells and things like this. Now, with this node, I'm going to set this to 3, and I'm just going to quickly save this scene, okay? I'm going to set this to 3 because I don't want it to be on node 1 and 2. I'm going to turn it on here. Well, I'm going to go and set it up. So again, I just need to set this to a B. So what was my first one? A. So I'll set this on. Oh, well, maybe we'll have this kind of tinkle away on at A3. Okay. I'm going to set the frequency to 3, so it's slower, and I'm going to just set the scale to minor. We could set pentatonic minor, and that might sound better actually, because it'll just stay really nice and chilled. I'm going to switch it on and press play. Cool. Go and have a play with the sound. So if I look at our amp envelope and okay. So let's go to scene 4. Now, don't forget it will copy this. So now I want to change this to a G. Let's add one more generative node, because I don't want this to go on all day, but you get the idea, right? You get the idea. So we're on scene 4. Let's see if this works out right. So I'm going to go to scene 1. Okay. And turn this off. I'm going to go to scene 2. That will be off. Scene 3 will be on. Scene 4 will be on. And it's actually quicker to set this up like this. So now I'm going to go to scene 5. And I'm going to go in here and make sure this is on. So that's good. That's just basically copied scene 4. All I need to do is make a few adjustments. So I need to put this back to A. And go in here and put this back to A. And go in here and put this back to A. So it's not like we're doing super complicated stuff, but you can have as many different chord changes and things as you like, you know. It's just lovely. So we've got 4, 5, and 6. And this time we're going to add in a new node. So again, I'm just going to use the generative node and choose another synth. So I'm going to go with SynthMaster 1. I'm using SynthMasters because apart from the fact they're brilliant synths, I know them really well. So it's going to be easier for me to find a sound quick for you. But I think for this time, what I'm going to do, of course, you can't program MIDI in with the generative node. However, we can connect it to our MIDI keyboard and the sound, so we can get a sound that we like, which makes life very, very easy. So I'm going to go in here, and some of these, I really love these. So maybe... So that's really nice. I'm going to just... Actually, that is really nice. That'd probably do. So what are we on? We're back to A again, aren't we? So it's kind of A, G, A, G, A, G. So no, like scene 6 will be G. So if we're going to go in here and I'm going to set this to frequency of 3. Or actually, just so it's different than a Chiang Mai, we could set this one a little bit quicker. And again, we will start with our A2 here, again, I'm going to go pentatonic minor because that sounds really nice. And make sure play is enabled. Could always maybe say, well, maybe that doesn't sound quite right. Let's go with minor. Oh, I think I like that better, actually. So now I'm going to just press scene 6, which is going to copy this scene. And all I need to do is basically change everything up here to the G. And G. This is the brilliance of, I love nodes. I think it's incredible, an incredible app because it has so many different ways to make music. You know, it's have I just done this one? No, G. This wants to be G, doesn't it? G2, and now and you can go in. That's a bit loud. We can go in, and maybe this is. I'm just going to disconnect this KeyStep Pro from here and connect it to Chiang. Yeah, this is a bit. I'm going to fix this. Maybe find. I'm gonna replace this because it's easier for me to find. I'm going to use SynthMaster 1 again because there's a more of this kind of plucky kind of vibe I'm looking for. See what I mean? It's just lovely. So now I think I've set all this up correctly. Yes. This down. Slow this one down. So, I mean, you know, you'd spend time, you'd maybe add more nodes and stuff. I mean, you can have 24 nodes. When you're happy, just remember to hit the save icon here and it'll save your session for you. You can name it whatever you like. I've got this called mic because it's my default mic setting for nodes. Okay, so this time I'll open this up and shall put in a song song node. So click this, and all I need to do now is choose from my scenes how I want this to work. So I'm going to put like a 1 in there and then another one in there, because don't forget this is kind of ambient and generative. Do this like this, and of course, you know, I'm just basically just doubling doubling up on everything. But you can mix and match, you know, you don't have to, you can, you know, put the nodes in any order, the scenes, sorry, in any order that you like. So we've just got node 6 now to go in, node 6. And if we switch this on, when we play, because if it's off, it will literally just play your node that you're on. So like if I play this is switched off and I play this now, it's playing node 6, scene 6, sorry, not node 6. But if I switch song node on now, you see it immediately skips back to number 1. So if you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, strike that like, that's important. Consider becoming a Patreon. We have lots of cool stuff over there, loads and loads of app giveaways and stuff. And it really helps support us, you know, and you can do that for as little as $1 a month. And you get access to everything, because I don't have a kind of tier system over there. Other ways you can support us, of course, is by making a donation or a super thanks or something like that. You know, it really does help. Anyway, look, brilliant, top job, cool beans. EG notes, I'll put a link in the description below. And yeah, we'll just chill our bananas for a couple of minutes while this plays. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I will see you later. Ta-da.